Welcome back to Plague Scythe Studios, everybody. Ryan here in rare form with dry hair at the beginning of the video. Happy Gregorian New Year to everybody. We wrapped up 2024 with several dense and technical videos, so I thought to kick off 2025, I would start off with something a little different, a little easier, and hopefully kind of fun. As the title might suggest, I have a new, quote unquote, amplifier, at least new to you guys, new to the channel, as I've had this for quite some time. This isn't exactly a Christmas present to myself, but I just simply haven't had the chance to introduce it or use it in any meaningful context over the past several months of this channel. So I thought, what the hell? Let's use this as a bit of an experiment to see if the mythos surrounding this particular piece of gear, or maybe pieces, depending on what it may or may not be, is true or not. So the whole concept here is, instead of making a little introductory video like I have in the past when I acquire new amplifiers or a similar piece of gear, I thought, let's see if people in my audience are really that good at picking out certain amplifier sounds. And if you win, you don't get anything. You get a shout out in the next video. So congratulations to any potential winners there. But otherwise, this is simply going to act as kind of an experiment to see if the amplifier choice is really that important in the overall sounds that I'm trying to dial in here, and B, if this particular amplifier or amplifier sound is that iconic and easy to spot, because this particular amp or amp system has quite the online reputation. So surely if it's so sonically characteristic, then one of you critical listeners in the audience will be able to pinpoint it throughout one of the tones that I dial in. And there will be multiple that I'm showcasing. And again, to go back to the vernacular I'm using throughout this introduction, I'd say amp or amp system because I don't want to give too much away. This could be an all-in-one tube amplifier head. This might be a rack system with a preamp and dedicated power amp. This could be something in between. It may be completely tube and iron. It might be solid state. It might be a hybrid. Again, I don't want to give too much information because that might lead you down a certain path, but there are at least some tones on this platform that are supposedly iconic and, easy to pick out. So maybe one of these will serve that role. Whatever the case, I'll be playing from clean all the way to high gain smashed with a grind type circuit up front. I'll sprinkle in a little bit of tube screamer here and there as well, but everything else will be serviced by this amp system. Again, this could be a multi-channel amplifier. This could be some rack unit with 3 to 7 channels you can select over MIDI. This could be discrete synergy modules that are going after particular tones, or this could be just a really capable single channel that I'm dialing in different ways, and that's going to be part of the fun for you to figure out what it might be. To keep the cabinet sound consistent, you'll be hearing a V30 loaded Mesa 4x12 oversize with a good old-fashioned SM57 pointed somewhere near the dust cap. The power amplifier sound is going to be provided by the amp system, so I'm not using anything outboard, just to give you that sort of context that my solid state matrix power amp isn't involved. I'm not slaving through anything else. So the entire sound you're hearing, minus the cabinet and the microphone contribution, obviously, is coming from this amp system, whatever it might be. And finally, when it comes to prediction accuracy, if someone, for example, were to predict, hey, this sounds like, let's say like a Splon quick rod or something, but it ends up being a preamp that emulates the Splon quick rod and it has a power amp that matches it, I'll let you have that one, right? There's no way you'd be able to tell the difference from sound alone. Or if there was, let's say, an amplifier from the Synergy line of preamps that you guessed, hey, this sounds like that amp, and it ends up being some offshoot of that in a preamplifier form, I'll give you that one. Or if it's some, let's say transistor circuit emulation of it, I'll give you that one too. But I think this is still going to be more difficult than you might think. So give it a shot, take a listen, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. hopefully those are enough audio clips to help you guys with your predictions, though it may be too much. Maybe there's so much variety in this particular amplifier that it's hard to pinpoint one characteristic tone. But nonetheless, this ought to be interesting, and I will reveal what this amp system is in the next video. Until then, we have some other things in the works, like an upcoming shit you need, before I get back into some more technical and, well, general nerdery that you expect out of me on this channel, while I try to craft some more music behind the scenes. So again, like I've said before, I'm going to try to focus more on that in the coming years, less so on some of the bigger projects, but there are still plenty of big video projects coming up in the pipeline. So any other questions or comments besides your predictions, leave them down below. Hopefully you'll join me again on the next video in a week or so. I'll let some the predictions, kind of pile up before I start doing any analysis on those, and then I'll get back to you. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.